Good morning, traders. I'm Adam Harris, and this is your opening bell. So starting off by having a look at today's economic calendar, we've already had our GBP news. Although the numbers were slightly lower than or less than expected, the market seemed to have shrugged that off already. Then we're moving and looking ahead to today at 1:30 UK time. We've got some US dollar news coming out. This will mainly be CPI numbers, and we'll see how sensitive the market is to that. If we then have a look at any earnings, it's a very small menu today. Earnings, we've got Planet Labs out of the US and Photronics. And then, of course, with regards to dividends, we've got the Bank of America, Hewlett Packard, and Telefonica. If I move across and have a look at the markets, the US dollar, the dollar index is giving off some mixed vibes. It's in a potential place where it could possibly change direction, and it doesn't seem to be quite sure which way it wants to go. But if I have a look, for example, at euro dollar this morning, most of these major currency pairs are looking bullish against the US dollar. Euro dollar is testing, pushing up in new highs. Cable is sitting at 1.2280. We've got Australian dollars actually looking nice and bullish, so that seems quite interesting. Out of all of those, the Australian dollar looking quite keen. Then, of course, if we move across and have a look, I was just going to say as well, dollar yen is also giving some mixed vibes on some of the yen crosses. They're looking quite bullish. Dollar yen itself doesn't know whether it is looking bullish or bearish, so we're getting some mixed patterns there. Then if we have a look at gold actually appears to be setting up nice and bullish, even as silver is testing resistance. Interesting to me, crude oil finished quite bullishly yesterday. The overall trend is down, but there is a possibility it's going to attempt to try and change its trend. Brent crude is still bearish. So one of the things I'll be looking for today with crude oil is to see if it heads up earlier in the earlier part of the day and then finishes lower down on the later part of the day. Interesting to me, coffee is looking very, very bullish. So if we have a look at some of the other commodities out there, coffee is looking nice and bullish, and cotton is looking particularly bearish. If we have a quick look at the US indices, they are actually looking quite bullish. I'm happy most of them finished quite a bit higher. The US indices, the S&P, the Dow, all looking nice and strong. Even the FTSE and the DAX, the UK and Europe also finishing quite strong. Interesting enough, most of those came from, the big names. Apple, we've got Apple, American Express, we've got Berkshire Hathaway, Coca-Cola, BP, Amazon, JP Morgan, big names. Out of all of the real sort of big names there, the only two that seem to be deviating from that seem undecided is Meta, that's Facebook. And of course, there's only one that's heading down while everyone else is heading up, and that is Tesla. So Tesla finished right near the lows, and we're going to see if it can hold at support. So it's testing support at the moment, and if it falls through that, it's got quite a bit further to fall. Bonds are a bit undecided at the moment. They're still trying to maintain their uptrend. And the ones that I think are worthwhile mentioning today are cryptos. So cryptos seem to have split. In terms of their behavior, we've got both Bitcoin and Ethereum looking quite bullish today. Bitcoin specifically is testing a very strong level of resistance, and to me appears as though it has a good chance of breaking through that. And if it does, it's going to work its way from 17,250 up to 18,000. Ethereum is also looking quite bullish, but then the rest that I have here, Solana, Cardano, Binance, are also looking quite bearish. They're not looking at all undecided or bullish. They're looking quite bearish. So that's it from me, Adam Harris. Have a great day.